Hey there, welcome to our dive into the fascinating world where genetics meets psychology and health. Today we're unraveling how our genes and their tiny tweaks shape everything from our minds to our bodies. Let's start with the basics. Our genome, the complete set of human DNA, can be thought of as a master blueprint for our entire body and mind. Within this vast code, tiny differences called single nucleotide polymorphisms, or SNPs, are like spelling variations in the blueprint. These little tweaks can influence everything from how we respond to stress to our susceptibility to certain diseases. Not all genetic differences are just single letters. Sometimes we see structural variants, big chunks of DNA that are duplicated or deleted. Think of these as pages missing or added in a manual. Speaking of which, psychiatric disorders such as anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia are complex, often influenced by multiple genes, a concept called polygenetic inheritance. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle with hundreds of pieces. Each gene adds a small piece to the bigger picture. But it's not just the DNA sequence that matters. Epigenetic factors, molecular dimmer switches, can change underlying code. Methylation, for example, is a chemical mark that can silence genes, and processes like epigenetic reprogramming can alter gene activity in response to environmental factors such as stress or trauma. These modifications can influence psychological disorders and even pain perception. To study these variations, scientists use tools like microarrays, which are like high-tech spreadsheets that scan the genome for SNPs and structural variants across many individuals. Comparative genomic hybridization is another technique that helps identify chromosomal imbalances, microdeletions, and microduplications. Genome sequencing data provides a detailed map of our genetic makeup, revealing euchromatic regions, active gene-rich parts of our genome, and more complex topological associated domains which help organize how genes are regulated. Transregulatory factors and microRNAs act as molecular managers, controlling gene expression and fine-tuning our biological response. In the realm of molecular genetics, certain genes like apoprotein A influence not just cholesterol levels, but also are linked to neurological conditions, while others such as the guanine nucleotide binding protein or calcium channel genes influence cell signaling, crucial for brain function and interestingly for pulmonary health too. In summary, the interplay of genomic variations, structural variants, epigenetic modifications, and environmental influences creates a complex tapestry that shapes our health and behavior. Thanks to advances in genome sequencing and molecular genetics, we're getting better at understanding these connections. So next time you think about your genes, remember they're like a dynamic evolving storybook full of surprising secrets waiting to be uncovered. Who knows, maybe someday we'll all be reading our own genetic tales to better understand ourselves and even write new chapters for better health and happiness.